Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, as you know yourself. Last night we didn't have young commentators, but at least tonight we've got Dan. Dan from KCC Live. There you go.
I young then. I was like, oh, nice one.
Oh, there you go. You're not young. Come on, Dan. Anyway, how's things going, mate? How are we doing? Nice to have you on the show, by the way.
Oh, nice to be back. To be fair, it's been a little minute, but I've been quite busy. I know I was just speaking to you off air. We've done a lot of like gig events back in town. The world's opened up again, and probably got a lot busier, a lot quicker than we expected, but that's good.
And congratulations as well.
Oh yeah, the award. So we won Radio Station of the Year at Prolific North. That was in Manchester. That was a bit of a crazy one.
Fantastic. No, that's great. That's an achievement. Again for Merseyside, isn't it? You know, it's you've been based. A lot of hard work gone into that as well, Dan, yeah?
Yeah, team effort. So it's, we've been going, well, in a couple of weeks it'll be 18 years. So like probably the last year's probably been the biggest in the sense of all the changes we've gone through behind the scenes on a business sense to the on-air sense. It's been a massive turnaround, and then obviously we've been working with you guys here at the XTL, which has been nice because it's something I feel like we've missed at the station for a little while, because obviously funding weren't there, and as you know, when you haven't got these like massive sort of funding streams, you're limited in what you can do. We try and do our best now. We've got that sort of leeway with having some support from partners to go out and show that support to likes of yous and other organisations now.
That was brilliant, and as I say, massive congratulations and well done to KCC Live. Now we've got a nice little, it's not a surprise anymore, is it? Because we've been trying to book this in for a while, and we've the young commentators, and thankfully now we've actually got them. Well, it should have been on the Thursday, or half term. Yeah. We've given the night off last night, and I think a few of them were grumbling a little bit because they wanted to come in, but we need a break. But at least I've got
you got too much energy,
and they had all the sweets and everything.
I know, I've been left with digestives. Not even chocolate ones.
Well, you've got a cup of tea, and that's the way we look after our guests. They're absolutely brilliant. Well, it's a late one, and if the shops would have been open, I'd have got your cakes and 3-course meal. Yeah. You know me, Dan. Yeah.
I'm going to hold them to that now.
yeah. But anyway, the kids are looking forward to next week. They're going to KCC.
Yeah. So we're inviting them into the studio. It's something we promised we'll do. It's times, we went through lockdowns and stuff, and then we had to. We started the project on a laptop, which is a bit of a weird one, and it's been nice for me to sort of step away at times and watch the growth of the young ones and what you and Wayne have been doing. So to do a session at KCC Lab, all the ones I've done have been either remotely or here with them. So I'm looking forward to getting them into KCC Lab HQ and showing them, giving them a studio tour, and also sort of doing the session, giving them a real insight of what we do at KCC and letting them have a go.
What do you think they'll be looking forward to when you show them yourself? What do you think they'll be glued on themselves?
It's a little bit different because obviously a lot of them, when they're here, we talk about sports. KCC were a lot more music based. Obviously we still have like football shows, you do one as well at the station. So I think the music side will intrigue them. Obviously I'll have my video editors there as well, so we'll cover a lot of sort of ground in the session. And
we can probably film a little bit as well.
I said to you, bring the cameras and your equipment and do a little bit of behind the scenes for the people who tune in every week for you.
And we're getting a lot of feedback as well. There was a lad, a young referee the other day, got in touch with me talking. He said because I've been asking questions about how referees can get involved with us and how can they help, and he wants to do some Q&A question and answers with us, and I'm looking forward to getting Zach involved. He's going for his referee course early November, so I wish him again luck, and thank you very much for all the feedback that he's given me, and I'd like some feedback when he starts his refereeing, because you know yourself, Dan, what were the subject of shortage of referees.
I was going to say, the last time we spoke, it was the worry of shortage of referees. Has that changed over the last couple of months?
No, it's gone worse, to be honest. And obviously, we were out and about today. It wasn't too bad. It was decent, but it'll be a full league tomorrow at the Walton Curtails. The Sunday League, it's always chock-a-block. All the referees are always smiling. It all depends what weather we've got. Because I went on Friday to Little Place. I think it is now, we just get it right. With my grandson, and it was under 6s, under 7s tournament yesterday at Kirby, Simmonswood Lane, and it was just unreal. We were all stood there watching the kids playing, they're all having a go, smiles on their faces.
Swear it got really windy.
Wow, honestly, we thought there was a tornado coming in. Now it was coming in, it was getting blacker and blacker, and I'm talking to the parents and I'm saying, I think everyone would start preparing here, so the brollies started coming out. And when you looked over, it was amazing. You saw it must have been at least 1,000 yards away, 1,000 metres away. You could see heavy rain coming, and it wasn't across to us. You could just see it sweeping over, coming in, and boy, was that powerful. When it come in and hit you, it was like hailstone, but it was heavy rain. Now, you could see a lot of kids crying. Lucky enough, they got them all off the pitches, all the parents, huddling them, getting them under brollies. I was lucky enough, Dan. I'd come with my boots, with my waterproof pants on, everything that I went on the mountains with, I was covered. So it helped me actually. I wasn't getting at all wet, and it was great to know, not to know that everyone was getting soaked, but they were under brollies, kneeling down with the kids. They had about 5 kids in there. So I was standing, taking the wind, taking, the hair off, the cloak and the hair off, the way you are, to try and take the wind off the kids, because it was bad. And the kids' hands were freezing, and they're only little ones. But you know what? When the games went back on and it was just a bit windy and a bit of rain, they were all smiling, they were all having a go. Some were still scared and still crying about what they'd just gone through. But the football was unbelievable, because we always moan about cold weather.
Did you play better than United against Liverpool?
Yeah. well, United, yeah, you could have put them against Liverpool, give them a better game. But at the end of the day, that was a cracker. That was what a result that was. You can't really knock that, can you? Commiserations to Everton. I'm sure they'll make up for that on Monday night against Wolves. And they'll all be looking and nodding at me. And
Come on, Wolves.
Yeah, we won't go too hard on that. But at the end of the day, the tournament, it's kids' football. Yeah. We expect it. I didn't expect the rain to come down like that and the wind to get it. It was woeful, it was bad. But as I say, I've made up. Never used to have that gear. And when that's happened, when I've been in grassroots football, I've always got soaking wet, drenched, soaked through.
I mean, I just gone back to the car.
It was too far away. But I was looking at the kids and I thought, oh no, you've got to stand there and have my gloves on, I had everything. And
you thought about it?
I thought about it. I was listening to the weather, and normally they don't get it right, do they? No. They don't get it right. They always say, a bit of rain. But they actually got this, well, nearly right, because they said it was going to come in the morning and it was going to brighten up in the afternoon. But if I'm right, it was absolutely lashing down right the way through into late afternoon. So it was there. So well done to everyone who took part in that little tournament. And we had Visions, Lions, my grandson's team. They won the second tournament in 2 days, and they're only 5 years of age. He's not
more trophies than Everton? Sorry.
Yes, he had big smiles on his face. You all saw that on the social media. So I'm over the moon at the moment, and he's with Jamie Carragher on Thursday as well. So he's really bouncing at the moment. He didn't know much about Jamie Carragher. One of the questions was said, what was the chap's name that you were with? And he went, Jamie Carragher. Excuse me. I said, who's he? He said, plays for Liverpool. And that was it. That was it, you know what I mean? So we've got to tell him.
You could have said Gary Neville's best mate.
He could. Well, there you go, yeah. And he just said, who's Gary Neville? No, we're only having a go. Gary, I know you're tuning a lot of us, you know what I mean? But there you go. Absolutely brilliant. It's a lovely tournament. And we've got, as I say, we've got games tomorrow. So what we really do need, this was about shortage of referees. And it's about the touchline behaviour. I didn't notice any there. But with the wind and the brollies up and that, you can't hear, excuse me, you can't hear stuff. But this is what's been happening. But I wouldn't put it all down, definitely not all down to verbal abuse that these referees have been walking away from the game from. Where there's a lot of social media posts saying referees adult game, I think that's totally different to the kids game. There's a lot more people supporting referees within the grassroots game, believe it or not. They are, because we walk around, you know yourself, we're watching for the awards for next year, and we might have we're in talks about the awards as well, aren't we? Yeah. Down with KCC. So maybe that's for our new viewers and listeners in the future. We'll come up with something, because we're talking a lot about this, and it's going to be really, really major awards, because we've got. I was talking to Ref for me as well, who sponsored the award last year, and it looks like they're back on board as well. And now we're going to have a managers awards, because we want to see how the managers are reacting on the football pitch towards the referees, towards the touchlines, and how they are with the kids and what the kids are like with them. So that's going to be a really top award. We didn't give it out last year. We gave a few respect awards. They were all made up with them. But we want to up it a little bit, and hopefully with the involvement of KCC Live, it could be, it's a possibility, but we'll announce that in the future. That might help. But also, on the referee shortage front, the LCFA informed me, which I've got a meeting with next week, have told me that they've had 6 courses already. This is in the Merseyside area. So there's a lot of referees new to the game just coming back out into the game. So I think now the shortage could be, here we go, we're getting more young referees.
So wouldn't you say it's more important now that people learn about ref spec?
Exactly.
Because you can't have a game of footy without a referee.
No, you can't, and that's the way it is, isn't it? Because they do miss them. Now I was watching there, you look at a manager, they come on there and they ref because the referee hasn't turned up. The kids don't like it, the managers don't like it. It's not sort of official. No. You've got to have a referee on that game. Now, we all say, yeah, no referee, no game. That's what we do say. But the games will always go ahead because managers now are willing to do them, or parents will step in. But what we've got to look at there on safeguarding aspects of things, you know, because if these referees are qualified and these parents and these managers aren't, yeah, they're only trying to give the kids a game of football.
It's not only that, the procedures as well with an injured player.
Well, there you go. You know, this is what they've got to be registered. That's the way we're looking at it. And I know the county FAs all over the country are trying to do that. They're trying to improve the game, trying to get more referees within the game. That's us as well. We're getting inundated with people wanting to know how they can get on a referees course. We'll give you some news next week after our LCFA meeting. It'll be good. There's a lot really happening with Don't Cross the Line, and you as well, like our Heart of Gold initiatives and what we're trying to do to achieve friendship within the grassroots side of things and help kids who are, unfortunately, within an accident, they can't play games anymore, they become ill, mental health issues. It's a big thing that we're trying to get involved with, Heart of Gold initiatives, and I've got something to announce. I was telling you off air, Dan,
oh, yeah.
but we won't announce it yet because we don't want to spoil the competition, and it was from one Call Taxis, so I should have some feedback and I might be able to give it a little bit of news on Sunday, but I think it's going to be funny, that thing, isn't it?
It is, it really is.
It definitely is. So tell us a little bit more about what your job's entailing in KCC. Dan, I know you obviously it's been a while, you're so busy.
Yeah, so my actual role is station manager, so I look after pretty much every part of the station, from the on-air to sort of the boring admin stuff off air.
Yeah.
And training new presenters up. We got started doing sort of group sessions again, for those who feel comfortable with that. People who don't feel as comfortable, obviously I'll still give one-to-one sort of sessions, or one of the team will. And yeah, just training people up and giving them the opportunity to be on the platform of KCC Live, which, you know, it's there to be used. It's still volunteer at its core. If people want to sort of email to join, you can do that by emailing office@kcclive.com. And yeah, that's pretty much. I still do a show as well, because that's.
So when's your show? What time's it on as well?
Monday to Thursday, 3 till 6 p.m. So I do the drive home sort of show. Been doing it for a few years now. It's coming up to like 4 years. So I was doing that show before I started becoming sort of the manager of the station. So that was a bit of a weird transition, but fun.
But it was hard work, wasn't it, building it all up, as you know yourself.
Yeah.
We're a CIC, we're a CIC, you know, it's hard work when you want to try and get your name.
Yeah, it's a team effort though. Like, our KC is very fortunate with the volunteers we have. They're committed, a lot of them. I've stayed more than, we've got so many volunteers that have been past 10 years. I'm one of them. There's another lad who's been there for 14 years. There's one that's coming up to 10 right now. There's one who's been there for about 12, 13 years. And then we've got this influx of new people who come in, and we pass that knowledge to them, and obviously we train them up to carry the station forward. And obviously it's coming up to 18 years of it. So, and it's beloved by up-and-coming artists. We like to show them a lot of support. So, you know, we got to work on Sound City, so we're back at press events again, which was a bit of a weird one. So we covered Sound City, and that was officially our first sort of behind the scenes at a festival, sort of. So Liverpool Sound City is all like local gig venues in the city centre. So we were interviewing some of the artists playing that, and yeah, it was nice to sort of be back to that sort of normality, I guess, of the craziness of the media world.
Excellent, that's great. So you've got 2 radio shows, podcast show, radio show in one. So it's lovely to have, again, it's great to have you on the show, and it makes a change from the guests. What we're going to do over the next few weeks now, we're going to invite managers coming into the show as well. We've got a few lines up, yeah, and that's going to be brilliant, because they're going to be talking about what they feel about grassroots football, what they've achieved, what the club, their aims are, you know, so it's going to be really interesting to get a lot of managers in the show and the podcast.
Are you going to be going to clubs as well?
We can go to clubs as well, you know, because what we want to do with the young commentators is obviously we'll get them out. And it'll be nice, because whether they can, these irate parents or spectators, and they have a youngster coming up with a microphone and asking them why they're doing it.
Everyone goes shy when you put a microphone
Oh yeah, well you heard that story with me, you know, it's his name, Mike. Everyone's scared of Mike, and I don't know what it is, you know, the better than the football barriers that we used to have out. You go around with a microphone, I've done it a million times, people look at you, collars go up, phones come out, people are like that as if, yeah, and you have to walk past them because they don't want to go on that microphone. Yeah. It's amazing, but it does the job. It keeps the noise down, the verbal abuse towards the referees. So we'll take out Mike more often with the kids, and they'll be going, "Where's Mike?" You keep them quiet. Now we also want to talk about something that's happening tonight, which is unfortunate. I hate it, you hate it, there's plenty of adults hate it. And all we're asking is mums and dads and managers, if you've been talking to the kids brilliantly, this is Mizzy night. Now, people can get hurt, stupid things can happen, and we just want to say to the kids to be safe, don't be sorry, don't be stupid, and don't be doing anything. Egged on is a big thing. We know supermarkets stop the eggs because they like to throw eggs, they like to disrupt what's going on. And we do know, I think there's some of the buses are on strike tomorrow, so that may help because they seem to get attacked a lot. Taxis get attacked, and it's not by eggs, these are by bricks, these are silliness. What would you like to say on that, on the Mizzy night as well, Dan? It's, you know, a message to the kids out there.
I think a big thing is peer pressure. People feel the need to have to do something because they want to fit in. Sometimes it's the best thing to do is always to be the big person, walk away and do your own thing. Don't get caught up in, you know, you want to play a trick on someone, fair enough, but you know, keep it nice, sweet and safe.
Safe is the word, isn't it? Because we've got Halloween tomorrow, and that's for the little ones.
And then next week it's bonfire.
Oh, yeah, so really it's going to be crazy. And there'll be fireworks tomorrow. You know yourself, they'll all be out here, they're celebrating them. Whoever's selling them, I really don't know, but you've got to watch your pets as well, you've got to be careful. We'll give another warning out next week, I think it's next Friday, isn't it? Bonfire night.
It is.
So, all we're asking, each and every one of your kids, please be safe, and mums and dads, if you can keep your eye on the kids and find out what they're up to. They have football tomorrow. We don't want anyone being stupid and missing a game tomorrow. Just remind them it's about respecting adults as well, and houses and cars and property, because you wouldn't like it to happen to yourselves. So kids, don't be spurred on by someone who won't do it themselves and say do this and we'll have a laugh, and then suddenly that person's roped up in a police station and the person who told them to do it is walking away scot-free. We just want you all to be safe, not sorry. Mizzy night, hate it, wish we could do without it. People are going to be busy. Supermarkets do not sell all these eggs to the kids, obviously that's what's coming out. Sugar, you name it, just be suspicious of what the kids are doing. And mums and dads, be aware of what they're doing as well. Try and keep them in and keep them safe. Okay, we're coming to the end. Would you like to finish off with anything at all, Dan, on the show? As I say, it's been brilliant.
Nice to see you in your Halloween costume.
Thanks very much, mate. There you go. You have to get that in, didn't you? And I've heard me being suiting him up right the way through.
To be honest though, I love Wayne's. It's like he's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a red card. Hang on, let me give red. Do you want to pass a red card? The kids are always doing it. The kids are always doing it. There you go. Red card for Wayne. Kids, you'll be made up with this one. Dan's back. We're going to be going to KCC Net Live next week. Look forward to it. And any questions, I'm sure the kids will have some. I'll get in touch with me and I'll put them on to you, Dan.
Yeah, we'll have some food and stuff there. So
food. There you go. 3-course meal.
I'll see. See what the budget says.
We'll see. There you go. Dan, it's been a pleasure to have you in as a guest, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. We're looking forward to next day. We'll tell you everything about it, and I'm sure the kids will all be telling them about it as well, so you've got to do a super show for them. Okay, we'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. with some news from the grassroots side of things, and we hope there's loads and loads of referees there tomorrow and you enjoy the football and you show loads of respect on and off the field of play. Keep our referees within the game, don't chase them away from the game. See you tomorrow at 7. Myself, Mal, and Dan, have a great evening, put your feet up, relax, and we'll see you tomorrow, 7. Good night, God bless.